What if every single time you lovingly laugh and record your dog doing that adorable, quirky stretch on the living room rug, you are actually completely ignoring a desperate, agonizing cry for help that they have been helplessly trying to communicate to you for weeks? Because while we think they are just acting spoiled, they are actually begging us to notice these 7 devastating, silent signs of severe internal agony that most unsuspecting pet parents fatally mistake for pure cuteness, unknowingly leaving their absolute best friends to suffer in complete silence right inside their own safe homes. Why are we gambling with our family health just because we love projecting our own human emotions onto our dogs? We see a pathetic, pleading look or a lazy refusal to move from the couch, and we instantly label it as them just being a spoiled little baby. We brush it off. We completely ignore it. We laugh. But here is the devastating secret that is keeping your dog trapped in a silent cycle of agony. Pain in dogs is an incredibly complex physical experience, and their deepest natural survival instinct is to completely hide that vulnerability from you. In the wild, showing weakness means becoming prey, so they bury it deep. This makes it virtually impossible for loving owners like us to actually recognize their suffering with our naked eyes unless we know exactly what specific, standardized behavioral scale to look for. We are letting a cute, fuzzy exterior blind us to a terrifying medical reality happening right under our own roofs. We are unknowingly leaving our best friends to fight this devastating hidden battle entirely alone, in silence. The answer is simple. The truth lies in pure science, not emotion. Let us break down the first 2 signs. 2. First up is their posture. You might walk into the living room and see your dog stretched out with their front legs totally down and their back end high up. We often call this a cute little stretch or a playful bow. But if they are holding it still, this is actually known as the prayer position. It is a desperate physical attempt to relieve severe internal pressure inside their abdomen or spine. Another major red flag is a stiff, hunched back. You are not just seeing a quirky new habit. According to the Glasgow Composite Measure Pain Scale, which is the officially recognized medical standard for assessing acute agony, posture is a primary core indicator. Now, look closely at their face. This brings us to the second crucial sign. We absolutely love to project human guilt or laziness onto them when they give us that wide-open, incredibly tense look. But a stiff jaw, tightly flattened ears, and a glazed, completely distant stare are not them just being stubborn. They are physically bracing against invisible waves of agony. That exact same standardized scientific scale clearly confirms that facial expression is the second vital metric experts use to evaluate suffering. They are literally grimacing right at you. We quickly brush these subtle bodily shifts off because they happen constantly right inside our own comfortable living rooms. We wrongly expect a sick pet to cry out clearly, but nature taught them to hide weakness. By finally understanding these 2 quiet biological signals, you stop wildly guessing and you start seeing the undeniable clinical truth. You are actively transforming into their most powerful, educated advocate, completely changing the dynamic of their care forever. But that is just the very surface. What happens when their deeply established personality suddenly and inexplicably changes tonight? Imagine you are sitting on your living room sofa after a long, exhausting day at work. You reach out to rub your dog's head just like you always do, or maybe your toddler runs up to give them a giant hug. Suddenly, they snap, growl, or pull away aggressively. We instantly think they are just being grumpy, stubborn, or simply misbehaving after a tiring afternoon. But here is the absolute truth. They are not acting out. Their bodies are instinctively forming an invisible shield to protect a highly sensitive area. Global veterinary guidelines for pain assessment confirm that this is a severe medical red flag known as altered social interaction. It includes unprovoked aggression when touched, because their nervous system is so overloaded that normal contact feels like a threat. But this psychological shift has an even more deceptive side. While some dogs become aggressive, others do the exact opposite. They become incredibly withdrawn, hiding under beds, or they become obsessively clingy. They will follow you from room to room, pressing their bodies heavily against your legs, refusing to leave your side. We see this, and we melt. We think they are just acting like a needy, spoiled baby, begging for extra attention. We reward it with more cuddles, completely unaware that this extreme submission is actually their desperate way of seeking comfort from a relentless, agonizing ache they cannot escape. It is a massive behavioral shift disguised as pure affection. You are definitely not witnessing a cute, harmless personality quirk. You are watching a silent, desperate plea for medical intervention right inside your home. Recognizing this critical difference is absolutely crucial for the physical safety of your children and the overall health of your own beloved pet. Be careful, because the next sign can completely deceive even your hearing. Listen closely to the quiet noises echoing through your house. We constantly hear our dogs making tiny, almost inaudible sounds, a faint groan when they lie down, or lip smacking. Most pet owners instantly dismiss this as cute doggy dreaming, but this innocent assumption is a massive and dangerous mistake. These involuntary vocalizations are actually their body physically breaking down. The Glasgow Composite Measure Pain Scale strictly categorizes these noises. It clearly identifies specific sounds like groaning and endless crying. These are crucial quantifiable metrics for determining absolute pain severity. They are absolutely not having a sweet dream right now. They are desperately trying to cope with an invisible agony. Now combine those tiny sounds with their late nighttime movements. Does your dog constantly pace around the dark living room? Do they repeatedly lie down only to stand back up? We wrongly assume they are simply energetic or completely bored. The terrifying medical reality is entirely different from our guess. This extreme restlessness and frequent shifting happens for one reason. They literally cannot find a single comfortable resting position anywhere. Every single movement they make triggers a sharp, agonizing pain. Their internal defense system is totally failing them right now. This forces them to constantly move just to survive tonight. It is a devastating physical reaction happening in plain sight. Our total lack of knowledge makes their silent suffering last. We must stop relying on bad guesses and pay attention. You are no longer blind to these hidden biological warnings. By now, you have completely mastered 6 of these signs. But this final part is your absolute ultimate secret weapon. It is guaranteed to completely change how you treat them. This will literally make you an expert in the eyes of your vet and save the life of your dog. Now we reach the final and most misleading sign. You might see your dog obsessively licking or chewing on a single paw or joint. You probably assume it is just a minor allergy or a simple itch they are trying to scratch. But the global guidelines for veterinary pain management reveal a much darker reality. This intense, focused licking or actual physical mutilation is a very common biological response to deep, localized pain. They are desperately trying to soothe a specific, agonizing area right under the skin. So, what do you do now that you know? Here is a simple but incredibly effective trick that changes everything. Stop guessing and grab your phone. The moment you see any of these 7 signs, start recording a detailed video. Document the exact posture, the sounds, and the specific area they are obsessively licking. This raw footage is the undeniable proof your vet desperately needs for a fast, accurate diagnosis. But here is the most crucial warning you must absolutely remember. Knowing these signs is about gathering vital intelligence, not playing doctor. Never give your dog any human pain medication from your kitchen pantry, because those chemicals are highly toxic and can be instantly fatal to them. You are building a solid defense strategy from the outside. By simply documenting the clinical truth and handing it to a medical professional, you take total control. Just one small action, like recording a video, can literally save them from countless hours of silent suffering today. Relying on proven science instead of emotional guesswork is truly the key to ending their silent suffering. We must stop projecting human feelings onto them and start speaking their actual biological language. Because protecting the health of your pet is protecting the happiness of your family. They give us their entire hearts. So the absolute least we can do is open our eyes and truly see them. Has your dog ever shown any strange behaviors that you simply could not understand? Leave a comment down below right now, and Mr. Hidden Mind will personally help you decode the shocking hidden truth behind it. Let us figure this out together as a community. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button today so you absolutely never miss our next crucial deep dive into these pet psychology mysteries. Your best friend is counting on you to always be their true guiding voice.